Yeah, welcome to this video where we shall be talking about the mindset strategy masterclass. So this is basically me showing you basic information on how to get started with CPA with the right mindset. Like, it's very important you have the right mindset when you're getting started with all these programs, and the right mindset is really going to put you in the right track and help you know exactly what to think and how to think about it. All right, so let's go on. So, just like I said or I've been saying in many of my previous classes, okay, if you want to really be successful in any online business at all, not just CPA, this should be your focus, okay? You have to be someone that knows what he wants. You have to be a hard worker, okay, who knows deep down in his heart that even though things are not going fine at the beginning, his hard work is always going to pay off. So that's just basically long-term thinking. And you have to become a focused person. Focus is really what is going to help you stay consistent, because once you're focused on one thing, you are dedicated to doing that thing no matter what happens. So you have to be a really focused person, and you have to always want to save, want to earn in dollars to make sure your finances are intact. All right, so now let's go deeper into things, and let me share with you some things I think about mindset and how mindset should be. So yeah, the goal of this training is to teach you how to make multiple figures from CPA marketing with the skills you learn from here, putting in the right effort and scaling the effort to see you make millions and millions of naira and dollars subsequently, using basically the internet and your smartphone, or if available, a laptop as well. There is no shortcut in the learning process. That's one thing you have to know. There is no shortcut in the learning process. The learning process is something that you cannot skip. So you must learn for you to earn. And please note that all videos and PDFs and other resources are designed to aid your process and are already tested to be very effective in the affiliate marketing space. This means that they are very effective and you have to go through everything. Alright, you have to make sure you use all the resources that are provided for you. You have to make sure that you use them in your own unique way that suits your audience. If you really want to make good money from this training, you should make sure that you use all the resources provided for you, or use the one that is applicable to however you're promoting. Some of the most important things you need to be successful are, yes, you need a good phone. Alright, it's just important that your phone is good. You need good internet, and there are some things that are psychological that you need, such as you need the right mindset and the right approach to your business. So the right mindset for your business is one that involves hard work and commitment, all right, to having fun and smiling often. So you really have to, you know, be working hard, and even while you work hard, you need to be happy about it. Personally, I love it when I catch fun with what I'm doing. So not really catch fun to the extent that you now start appearing on serious. I just mean you have to be happy doing what you're doing no matter what. And hard work does not mean it has to be difficult. Okay, hard work is just working in the right place, and that is the reason why I'm guiding you to there today in this particular course. So you have to be committed, and you have to give it 150% of almost all your time, but you also need to have a great attitude. All right, you need to have a great attitude towards your business, and you also need to be consistent, which means you have to show up when your business requires you to show up, and you have to show up all the time. Because let's give an instance now. If you have a shop where you sell stuffs, like let's just say stuffs, and your somebody wants to buy stuff, and he comes today and he meets you, all right, and he comes tomorrow and he meets you. The third time that he wants to come, he'll know exactly where to go, because he knows that you always show up. But if you don't show up all the time, he might meet your competitor and all that. So you always have to show up in your business. Okay, so you also need to be very productive, and you need to avoid procrastination. And one thing that you need to avoid mostly is fear. So how exactly do you avoid procrastination? It's very simple. If you have anything to do, just close your eyes and do it immediately. Don't keep a to-do list. All right, because I noticed that keeping a to-do list will make you say, okay, yes, I know what to do, but I can do it that many times. So you don't want to keep a to-do list you don't want to keep a to-do list if you are so bad at procrastination. Start to practice doing what you need to do immediately. Then when you now get good and you now say, okay, your habits are getting better, you can now start using a to-do list to schedule your work off. At that beginning point of procrastination. Just do what you have to do immediately. So fear again is another thing that I know has taken a lot away from a lot of people. So for fear, you really have to just decide in your mind that, okay, this is what I want and this is what I must do to get it. I don't care whoever or whatever is going to be on my way. And that's basically how you overcome fear. Fear 90% of the time is generated by us, not even having any external influence. All right, like most of the fear that we have these days is probably because we have not tried something before, or we just feel that if we try something we might not succeed and all that. So that's basically 90% of the fear that we feel comes from us, is generated from our inner mind. So when you understand that most of the fear that you feel is generated from your inner mind, you will now understand that, okay, the solution to whatever you're scared of is right inside you, and it is just a decision. All right, it is just a decision. So avoid procrastination and fear at all costs. If you need to run out immediately. Don't be afraid, okay? Because now if you have gotten money from something and you're afraid to spend money back on that thing, always remember that, okay, you were broke before and now you're not broke. But now that you now have the ability to make more money, you shouldn't be afraid to spend more money in your business and all that thing. So avoid fear, avoid procrastination at all costs. That's really what is going to destroy you in business. Now, basically, this is what mindset looks like. Mindset is a collection of your attitude, your performance, your behavior, which in turn reflects to how you take action and, gives us the part where we can see results. So for you to have the right mindset, you first need to fix your attitude, okay? And you need to work hard, like I said, performance, working hard. But here in this particular community that we are, we focus on working smart rather than working hard, but we work hardly smart. I don't know if you get, like, work hard but in a smart way so that our work doesn't waste. So you really need to work hard. Yes, you need to have the right attitude, which means you have to be consistent, you have to show up and all that. Then, like I used to tell people, that how far you go in business is reflected by your personal life. So that's why behavior appears here. All right, so your behavior actually still matters. Then you always have to take action, then your result. So that is what should be going through your mind all the time. So if you're struggling with consistency and experience low productivity, all right, I'm going to drop a link, or you can just go to YouTube and search for videos on consistency. But I really don't want you to dwell on those videos. Just watch one and try to implement what you learned there. But I would love to drop a link. So in case there's no link, you can just go to YouTube and search for that particular video. So consistency is the true foundation of trust. Either you keep your promises or you do not make them. That's a saying by Roy T. Bennett. So make sure you are consistent. So if you have made a promise to yourself to be better and taking the first step by getting started, you owe yourself consistency, and that's exactly why you need to be consistent. Now, the fact that you've paid for this program is something that you now owe yourself to make something out of this program. So that's why I encourage you to be consistent. I encourage you to implement whatever you learned here till you milk the whole thing out. All right. So yeah, that being said, thank you guys.